Hello, my name is Scott for SB Gaming. We are here in Steam. It is currently the Steam Summer Sale. It started on June 11th and it is June 13th when I'm recording this. And it goes until June 21st. So it might be a good idea if you are on Steam to check out the Steam sale if you haven't already. You can get a lot of good deals as you can see here, depending on, of course, what you're interested in. I'm not really interested in Wolfenstein or a lot of this stuff, but as an example, The Witcher, if you've ever thought about jumping into The Witcher, you can get this one and this one for 85% off, $1.64 for a game. That's kind of like peanuts for me. So I did grab these two. You can't really get a much better deal than that. If you are interested in all three, well, 27% off, whatever. But yeah. Anyway, with that said, I'm going to go through some of the deals I have seen on the Steam Summer Sale that I think might be of interest to you, since I do play some of these games on the channel. The first game I'll mention is Banished, and I've not yet put this game on the channel, but as we see down here, you can get Banished for 60% off. For me, it's $8.79, but that's Canadian. If you're in the US, it's probably a $20 game. It's $21.99 for me, but yeah, you can get this for 60% off, so it's definitely recommended if you have even a slight interest in this game. It's a pretty good deal. Next up is, of course, City Skylines, and as you can see here, it is 25% off. So you can get, of course, the deluxe edition for $32.99 or whatever that is in your local currency. You can just get the base game for $24.74. And if you already have the base game and you want to upgrade, well, an extra $8.25. You only do get you get what yeah, the deluxe edition. You get these 5 buildings, pretty much. You also get the original soundtrack and digital art book, but these almost feel like giveaways kind of thing. Not something I necessarily consider worth the price, but if you might be interested in these items for whatever reason, then they might be worthwhile to put in. I will say that the Brandenburg Gate and the Eiffel Tower can be found on Steam. The Statue of Liberty can also be, although these two I didn't really like. This one looks very similar to the deluxe edition, but Grand Central as well as the Arc de Triomphe you won't be able to find on the workshop yet. That may have changed since I last checked, but when I did check, these were rather disappointing. And with the Statue of Liberty, you only get this part of the statue. You don't get the base, and the deluxe edition one comes with the base, so it makes it a little bit easier to put down, I guess you could say. But yeah, that's about that. So if you are interested in City Skylines, I definitely recommend checking this out. But with that said, it's always possible that City Skylines at some point during the Steam sale could go to a flash sale, maybe 50% off, 75% off, who knows. Although the game has only been out for a couple months. Yeah, pretty much 3 months, more or less, up to this date. So I wouldn't expect it to go much higher than 50% off, but for a flash sale, 50% off might be to be expected, but yeah, we'll see. Next up I'll mention is Crusader Kings 2. This is another game I haven't yet played on the channel, and it's one I've been considering playing. Grand strategy is, I believe, part of the tagline of the channel. And of course, I really got stuck on the construction games. Tropico, City Skylines, Factorio, Prison Architect. And I've tried to add some other stuff. And in the future, I will be going through Crusader Kings 2. Anyway, it is currently 50% off. And you can get the entire Crusader Kings 2 collection for 50% off, $87.49, which is a pretty good deal, I would say. But if you're interested in the base game, $21.99. And if we check here the package info, it includes a lot of DLCs, African Unit Pack, Portraits, Unit Packs. And they enhance the game overall. You also get the Rajas of India DLC. What else is here? The Songs of Abraham, Sunset Invasion, that's another DLC. Sword of Islam, that's another DLC. Old Gods, it's also another DLC. What I don't see here is, and yeah, you save an additional $18.73 by getting this bundle, or whatever that is in your local currency. But I did get this, I believe it was, I'm pretty sure I got this when it was, oh no. When I got this last year, around this time, the Old Gods wasn't in it, and a few other things weren't in it. The Republic, that's another DLC, which I believe I purchased later on. But, yeah, I think I paid about $40 for it. It wasn't, I might have got it for 75% off. I have no idea. Anyway, next up we have Euro Truck Simulator 2, where, as most of you may already know, I have an ongoing series. And as we can see, until June 22nd, it is 66% off. Yes, indeed. And so if you just want the base game without any of the DLC, $9.51, or whatever that is in your local currency. We have the East Expansion Bundle, which includes a bunch of stuff for a few dollars extra. Pretty decent. Although, the one that I had purchased was this Deluxe Bundle. 60% off. About $21, $22. And, yep, so you get Bus Driver. You get Euro Truck Simulator, the original one, the first one. Euro Truck Simulator 2. Some paint job packs. You get the high cargo pack. Oh, really? That wasn't in when I bought it. Interesting. So you're getting even more. Going east, I got that. That opens up Hungary and Poland and the eastern countries. You got the Norwegian paint job packs. You know what? Huh. You got Euro Truck Simulator to Scandinavia. What? Really? Oh, wow. Seriously. Oh, buy this. You want to so buy this if you are at all interested in Euro Truck Simulator 2. Huh. Yes. The Scandinavia is the recent DLC. It is normally $20. It's on the Steam Summer Sale for 15% off because it was released May 14th. So yeah, about a month ago. But if you buy the Deluxe Bundle here for 60% off. Oh, and I had bought a lot of these paint job packs and... Oh, bother. You know what? I might have to refund my purchase because I'll refund all the stuff that I bought. And then I will buy this. I'll have an extra copy of Euro Truck Simulator 2 to give away. I will also get to Scandinavia. Oh, bother. But yeah, you save $40 by buying this bundle. Price of the individual game, $61.60. The bundle cost is $21.99. If you are at all interested in Euro Truck Simulator 2, get this. Get it indeed. Wow. Yeah, and Steam recently introduced an update to their refund policy where you have 14 days from the point of purchase, and as long as you haven't played more than 2 hours and it's been 14 days since you purchased, you can request a refund, and they won't consider abuse of the refund process if you want to refund it, to buy it, rebuy it in order because another deal has come up. So that is what I may just do because of reasons. I am going to have to check how much I actually paid for that, and I didn't look at this closely because I was like, oh, I already have that. But yeah, Scandinavia. Huh. Next up is Portal 2. And you may be wondering why I'm talking about this game, but It's because as of today, June 13th, 2015, I am starting up a Portal 2 series. I was originally planning to start it on the 9th, but due to some content ID claims from some weird claimants, it got kind of delayed, and that was just because of reasons. Basically, the first claim was a non-specified number of claimants for some music in game, which actually they didn't really have the right to claim. And it was kind of funny. I disputed the content ID claim, and within seconds it got removed. The second one was because I used a certain song from the Portal 2 soundtrack as my outro song, and it got a content ID claim. And although I disputed it, it took about 12 hours, and then it just got removed. I used the song from the Portal 2 game itself, so about that. But as we can see here, Portal 2 is 75% off. It's normally $21.99 or whatever that is in your local currency. You can get it for $5 or so. And you can get the Portal bundle, which is the original game plus Portal 2 if you don't have it already. It's a pretty interesting game. Kind of fun. It's a puzzle strategy game. And we have here, so yeah, 75% off. So I would definitely recommend it. It's a fun game to play. And yep, about that. If you're interested in Valve games and for whatever reason haven't bought them, you can get that as well. So yeah, this is a game that I will be picking up, or I've already picked up. But I definitely recommend it, and I am interested in playing the co-op. And if you haven't played the co-op of this game, I'd definitely be interested in playing with you, getting it recorded, putting it on the channel, that kind of thing. And as I understand, with the Portal 2 co-op, the progress cannot be reset. So what ends up happening is if you play with someone who was already progressed partway through the co-op, you actually unlock their co-op progress. So you don't actually transition through the story. You kind of bump up to their level, which is rather disappointing, and you cannot actually go back. So if you want to experience Portal 2 co-op, you really want to do it with someone who hasn't played it already. Anyway, next up we have Prison Architect, and yeah, it's very positive. 11,000 reviews. And we have here, yes, 75% off indeed. I'm not sure if I got it 75% off or 66% off, but I did get it for a decent discount. And this is until June 22nd, so you don't have to rush and get it or anything, but it probably won't flash sale any higher, so 75% is a good price. The normal price is, I think, $30 for the standard game. You can also get the Aficionado upgrade, which is a standard plus access to the soundtrack and art book when they're finished. They haven't actually finished that yet. You can buy the Introversioner, which also gets you Uplink, Darwinia, Defcon, and Multiwinia. Those are games that they have previously produced. Plus you get the standard, and these all stack. You can also get for $13.74 Your Name in the Game. Yes, indeed. Includes the standard, Aficionado, Introversioner, plus the ability to name a prisoner and write his bio. I definitely recommend this. And if you already have Prison Architect and you want to upgrade to this, then you can right here. But yeah, we're currently in Alpha 33, and oh yeah, this is awesome. I definitely recommend it. If you haven't already picked up the game and you've watched any of my Prison Architect series, I'd be interested in hearing what kind of prisons you've built. But yeah, that is Prison Architect. Next up I will talk about is Serious Sam. And Serious Sam is a game that I've featured not as a game series, but as kind of like the backdrop of some of my channel updates. I think it was the March channel update, June channel update and May channel updates. I just take some random footage that I've recorded in the game and just throw it up there. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. But you can get Serious Sam for 85% off. And the one I recommend is, if you haven't actually jumped into Serious Sam, buy the complete package. $16.49, 85% off. It's a good deal. You get Serious Sam 2, Serious Sam 3. You get Serious Sam 3 bonus pack, all the DLC. It's pretty much everything Serious Sam related. You get Serious Sam Classic, the first edition and second encounter. You also get the HD versions, which is what I usually play. You get, there's a few other ones. There's some really weird ones. Serious Sam Double D XXL, as well as Serious Sam the Random Encounter. I may play those a little bit on the channel. They look more like 8-bit, 16-bit platformers kind of thing. I think it's Serious Sam, Double D XXL could be thought of, Super Nintendo generation type game where you have side-scrolling and the enemies rush at you kind of thing. But if you are at all inclined to get into Serious Sam, it's a fun game. You have until June 22nd to pick this up at 85% off. I definitely recommend it. It's a fun game. I have lots of fun when I play it. Next up is Papers, Please. You might be wondering why I am talking about this game, but I did recently pick it up on the Steam Summer Sale, as well as I am interested potentially in featuring this on the channel. I don't know when, but I will get to this one eventually. It's a rather interesting game where you are a border guard and you have to go through the documentation that the various people come into your booth. You have to check their passport. You have to check their documentation, make sure they're not wanted, and it looks rather interesting. And so I will be thinking about putting this on the channel, and as you can see here, it is 50% off. Offer ends on June 22nd, but I will note that it was kind of annoying. I did buy this when it popped up, and I think it was about 2 hours later, it went up to 70% off. So you may want to hold off until near the end of the sale. Maybe it'll jump up to 70 or 80% off again. In that case, definitely get it. Well, if you are potentially interested in the game. Its graphics level is kind of, retro, but it's the gameplay that interests me the most, where you have to... Just look it up on YouTube. NerdCube does a intro to this game and goes through how to, play it. But 50% off. But it may at any time jump up to 70 or 80% off. It was rather disappointing. I'm like, I should have asked for a refund and then buy it at 70% off. But it ended up being, $2. I'm like, I don't really care. I can't be bothered to save $2. Next up is TropicalFive, and I've done this on the channel. Got up to mission 3, about 13 or 14 episodes, and it was mostly the amount of time and effort I had to put into producing the episodes ended up being a little bit more than I necessarily wanted to spend, and I will return to TropicalFive. I end up having to replace out the music that was in the game because you get content ID claims for the game's music because of how the developer licensed the music. They only license the music for the game itself. They don't actually own the music outright, so yeah. But as we can see here, it is 66% off. But you can buy that. Although apparently, buy the Steam Special Edition because it's on sale. The full version is not. But $17 or whatever it is in your local currency. All the DLC with the exception of the most recent one, which was released on May 28th, is 50% off. I did pick up, was it Waterborne, Surf's Up, Gone Green, Supervillain, and Inquisition. These are reasonable prices for what the DLCs are worth, but I wouldn't pay the full price, and I actually waited until, of course, the summer sale to buy any of these because of reasons. Just because $4.49 is just not worth a map, a scenario, a piece of clothing, and a building. It's just not worth it. But for $2.24, yeah, I can shell out. Alright, so I've just finished going through my library of games, although that is not all the games I have. Those are mostly the games of interest on this channel in particular. Some of the things that I'm potentially planning to play, and stuff that I've already played already. Anyway, that is it for this video. But as we can see, of course, the Steam Summer Sale has a lot of potential deals. It all depends, of course, what you're interested in. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Check out the Steam Summer Sale if you're on Steam, or if you are potentially interested in getting some games at pretty cheap prices. But otherwise, thank you for watching, and as always, have a good day.